Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Moderately Anonymous MTG cEDH, the greatest cEDH channel in the multiverse. As always, this episode is brought to you by TCG Player. Hit that TCG Player affiliate link in the description to pick up any of the cards that you see in today's video. It's a great way to help out the channel. And thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. Become a patron, enjoy Patreon exclusive content, and get direct support to the channel. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, it helps a lot to click that like and subscribe button. One of the best ways to support the channel, and everyone is highly appreciated. And make sure you visit our merch store to get some official Mod Anon merch. We've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, and crew necks with original Mod Anon designs. Moderately Anonymous is now also an affiliate of Ink Gaming. Make sure you use our affiliate link to design and pick up your own custom gaming accessories or order official Mod Anon playmats. We've got some awesome guests with us today. I'm joined by friends of the show, Mab the Queen, owner of the Toxrill Discord, Mauuuloch, and infamous iRock Citadel brewer, Bonnie Jo. First up is Mab playing a deck of her own design, Elsha Fast Stacks. This is a proactive stacks deck looking to land early stacks pieces to slow the game down and use Elsha's card advantage. Next up is Bonnie on their Ikra and Rograkh deck, iRock Citadel. This is an ultra low to the ground storm deck running only 20 lands. It's looking to play an early Mauuuloch Citadel and finish the game with Kiki lines. Third in order is Mauuuloch playing her brew for Toxrill the Corrosive. This is a control deck looking to land a quick slug, control the stack, and finish the game with Isochron Scepter lines. And last up is Mod playing Codie Dumpster Naz. This is a 5-color turbo ad nauseam pile playing a high density of action spells to attempt wins with or without its commander's help. And without further ado, let's hop into the game. Shoot, I don't know what deck I want to play.
Something that plays poorly into stacks.
I'll play Codie Turbo Naz.
You're doing that, Mab. You don't need 2 victims.
Just so y'all know, there's a proxy in this deck. I don't have a Mox Opal.
But they hand them out like toilet paper.
I know, I was sick that day at school, though.
Also, y'all shouldn't care about your hands.
Yeah, Map says that all the time when she doesn't do anything to your hands. I've noted.
I never said that I would do anything about it. I just said you shouldn't care.
I will say that I do, in fact, have a pregame. I'll put out this gemstone, and like the mad woman I am, just throw away this mental misstep.
Turn zeros, all resolved?
Yep, good to go. Good luck, have fun.
Alright, draw a card. Plains. Mana Crypt. Rule of Law.
Oh,
I'm
God.
okay with this.
I thought it was going to be Archon and I was going to cry.
Pass.
I'd like to exile this Elvish Spirit Guide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Exile this Simian Spirit Guide.
Yep.
I'd like to attempt to cast this Sylvan Library. Please don't hate me out of this game.
Excellent. No lands?
No lands?
There's money in here. What do you expect?
Excellent, okay.
I'm gonna pass the turn then.
At your end step, I would like to brainstorm. Play this Morphic Pool, and I'll play this Lotus Petal. Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's play a Flooded Strand. I'm going to crack it and go to 39. Go get myself an Underground Sea.
Yeah, what if I play an opposition agent?
I don't want you to, because I'm going to cast this Imperial Seal. I'm going to get this card. I'll put it on top of my library, go to 37. I'm going to pass the turn.
Let's play an Exotic Orchard because there's a Gemstone Caverns out there. Let's play a Talisman of Creativity for my spell for the turn.
Let's pass it up, baby.
Cool.
Would like to go to my draw step or my Sylvan Library. Pay 8, I guess. I don't want any of those cards, but
Get him the f*** out of the way.
Paradise Mantle. I'll pass the turn.
On top of you draw.
Next turn you'll have a mana.
I would like to play Aristic.
Not even true. I need a mana to make a mana.
I'm very jealous of you.
Aristic steady good.
Yeah, I have no response.
Pass.
Untap and draw. Play an Exotic Orchard. I would like to cast a Dockside Extortionist. I cannot pay for it.
Correct, my Lotus Petal response for blue mana.
I'll make 6 treasures, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Untap. Roll for Crypt twice because I forgot to do it the first time. There's a 4, I take 3. There's a 6, I take 3. Always punished.
Well, you shouldn't have cheated.
Casual 6 mana over there, okay.
Don't you worry about me. There's a rule of law. I couldn't possibly do anything. Codie folds to a rule of law.
Shock in the steam vents. Elsha.
Ristic.
I'm not gonna pay it.
Draw.
Can be
Players.
Bunny's turn.
Awesome. Sylvan Library trigger. My god, my life is looking up from here, people. I'm
Let's
gonna pay
go.
for life.
Did you get a land?
They definitely got a land if they're really paying for it, I think. There we
You-
go! No Bayou!
Bayou!
This is cast the red cards in my hand, but this might help eventually. Lotus Petal, and I will be paying for Ristic.
Is that
I'll
it?
pass the turn.
Cool. On top, upkeep, draw. I would like to play this Temple of Deceit. I would like to play this fish.
I'll probably respond to that. I'll sacrifice a treasure, and I'd like to shoot the rule of law with a nature's claim.
Ristic.
Well, I'd like to respond to the Ristic draw. Fierce Guardianship.
You got it. Mab has created her own Ristic trigger.
She has
Map
paid for
pays.
hers.
I will pay for mine as well.
Okay. I'll pass from there.
I'll untap, and I'll draw.
Dan, don't blow up my stuff.
No promises. Play this Phyrexian Tower as my land for turn. 2 mana for a Grim Monolith.
Ristic and fish.
I'll pay for
Pay
the
for it.
Ristic, and you can draw for the fish.
And
then
I
I'll
will
pass.
have you rolling for Crypt. That's an 8. I take 3 again. I'm going to play a counterbalance.
Ristic and fish.
Nah, we're not gonna.
I would like to cast a Force of Will pitching a Limdal's Vault.
Trigger the Dockside Extortionist.
No.
And make another treasure.
No.
Shit.
I'm going to swing at Skylar for 4.
You got it.
Thank god. Sylvan Library trigger? Should pay 8. That makes my decision way easier. Dragon's Rage Channeler, and I will be paying for Ristic Study.
Okay.
Very nice. Enjoy.
And I cannot do anything else. I will pass
At
the turn.
your end step, I'd like to tap
I
1.
get priority first.
You get priority. Do your thing.
Taint attack.
In response, I'm going to tap 1. It says Divining Top.
That's not helpful.
Ristic and fish.
I will respond to the Ristic and Fish triggers. I am going to miscast it.
That's fine. Ristic and fish.
Sure, I'll pay for the Ristic trigger, and I can't pay for the fish.
Okay. Mab, Ristic and fish.
Go for it.
Untap, upkeep, pay for the fish. I would like to cast the Mana Crypt and pass.
At your end step.
Okay.
I have priority first.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice both of my treasures and then Control Z and undo that action, then I'll pass priority.
I'd like to tap Sensei's Divining Top to draw a card.
Untap. Draw. That's not bad. I'll pass.
At your end step, cast Sensei's Divining Top, paying for Ristic.
Okay. I'll draw from fish.
I'll untap. 1, 2, 3. Let's draw this card. Telepathy. I'll even pay for the Ristic.
I've got Mox Diamond, Dark Ritual, and Vampiric Tutor.
Lion's Eye Diamond, Bolas's Citadel, Scheming Symmetry, Culling Ritual, Goblin Matron, and Jessica's Will.
Indeed.
Calling the Weak, Gilded Drake, Snap, Viscera Seer, Vamp Tutor, Whirlwind Denial, Dramatic Reversal, Mana Vault, and Narset.
Pass.
Right, Sylvan Library trigger. I will be drawing Abrupt Decay, Burn Offering, Torch Courier. Paying no life and putting this mystery card called Abrupt Decay into my hand. Cast this Lion's Eye Diamond, paying for neither.
I would like to Vampiric Tutor in response.
Well, I guess now's the time to do it. I'd like to cast Trinisphere.
Shit.
Okay.
I'll respond to that.
Please don't.
Well, I mean,
Look at all those-
you can see my hands. You can probably guess which one I'm going to cast.
Nope.
Ristic and fish, Mab.
Go for it.
I will draw a Solve the Equation and a Drowned Catacombs.
Priority sent me, then I would like to cast this Vampiric Tutor. I will pay for the Ristic Study. I will not pay for the other thing.
I'll put a Peer into the Abyss on top, so I'm going to draw it anyway. I will draw
Get that.
an Isochron Scepter and a Opposition Agent.
Just because I know what my surveil's going to be, I'm going to put this Burn Offering in my graveyard that you guys totally didn't know about. Move the combat. Like to attack Skylar for 1.
I'll take it.
We'll pass the turn.
Crypt Trigger. I'm
That-
3. I get bolted, and I will draw A
didn't-
tails
I-
win. We'll play Drowned Catacomb. I won't pay for fish. Yeah, we'll cast Toxrill. Move to discard? Toxrill instead trigger.
Get a slug for me.
Discarding Solve the Equation, Narset, Viscera Seer, Snap, and Gilded Drake, and Isochron Scepter.
Okay.
And Reversal. And pass.
I will untap, draw for turn. It is a Bolas of Citadel. I'm going to snack that for 2 black mana, 3 here, 6.
Oh, I'll make a slug.
And I will cast Bolas of Citadel.
Risk it.
Sure, I will pay for it. Okay, so I'll take a peek at the top here. I'll play
It's
a
a lot.
Gemstone Caverns from the top. Take a peek at the top again. And I'll leave that there, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Untap. Roll for crypt. Hey, I'm punished again. Draw this mystery card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play Sabine's Reclamation. I'm gonna pay for Ristic.
Unbalance.
I only have 1 permanent in my graveyard. I'm gonna tap top. Yeah, I'm gonna tap top. And I'm gonna play this Fire Islet. I'm gonna pass turn.
I'm gonna attempt to Abrupt Decay the Rule of Law, not paying for the Ristic Study.
Okay. I'll pass on Abrupt Decay.
I'm likewise passing.
I will draw a Dispel.
I'd like to take my Sylvan Library trigger. I am drawing
This is dead now.
Taiga, Imperial Recruiter, and Torch Courier. I will be putting these 2 cards back, losing no life. I'll play a Taiga for turn. I am going to cast this Jessica's Will, using the mana mode, targeting Skylar. I will not be paying for Ristic Study.
I'll decline to draw.
I'll make 8 red. I'm going to cast this Dublin Matron. I'm not paying for the Ristic Study.
That is a deadly Rollick.
I would like to pay 3 mana, and attempt to cast this Dockside Extortionist, and I will be paying for Ristic this time. 9 treasures with red floating. There's 3 treasures, and my red floating leaving me with 6. And I will be paying for Ristic Study. I'm going to attempt to cast this Choline Ritual.
I'll sacrifice the treasures in response to that. I'll make 2 blue.
In response to cracking his treasures, I'm going to crack all 5 of mine for red.
In response to that, I am going to snap Toxrill. I'm gonna
Toxrill
untap
and
Exotic Orchard and Fiery Islet.
Mhm.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna sack Fiery Islet to draw a card. Counterbalance trigger.
Yes.
Is it a 4? Is it a 4?
It's a 4!
Oh my god.
It's the Portcullis.
Holy shit.
Did
Flip
you
this
pay
so I
for
can
Ristic for
No.
the Arcane Signet drawn?
Should have fucking waited till the balance trigger to crack my treasures. That was a mistake. I got 5 red and not much to do with it. Pay a mana. I will put this Paradise Mantle on this Dockside Extortionist. I will pay 1, paying for Ristic Study using the 1 to cast this Rograkhh.
Did you pay free mana for your Rograkh?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
something I have to do. I will be going to 1 red floating. I'd like to cry in the corner. Thank you very much.
Acceptable.
You got it.
We'll
Alright.
pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, crit trigger, odds ouchies, that is a 6. We'll play this Sunken Hollow, tippity tapped, cast this Arcane Signet. I'll move to discard. I'll get rid of this Mana Vault. I'll discard Toxrill, putting them back into the command zone. Narset will be better later. I'll get rid of Culling the Weak.
I will untap. I will draw Mana Crypt. I will play a Command Tower from the top of my library. Let's pay 3 mana for this Mana Crypt.
Risk it.
No, I would like to untap this Grim Monolith, probably. So I will not.
I'll draw Trick Bind.
And I am going to pass the turn. Slightly.
Yeah, I'm safe for once. I'm gonna play
Missed that
Portcullis.
follow. I guess in response, I'll flash in Opposition Agent.
Counterbalance trigger.
To land. So that means I can just-
We'll draw this
Figured
Dark
Portcullis
Ritual.
was-
And I will continue to put back this Torch Courier and this Imperial Recruiter on top of my library.
They're
I'd like
so
to
good.
tap Oxide, put the Paradise Mantle on my Rograkh. I'd like to move to combat. The
Yeah,
best type of
Skylar.
removal is player removal. I would like to attack Mab for 1. I'm gonna cry, but then yeah, I'll pass the turn.
Crit trigger. I'll draw this Praetor Scrap. Dan, you said you have Abrupt Decay in your deck, correct?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. It should be in there. If not, it like fell out or something. I'll proxy one up.
Well, I'd like to Praetor's Grasp you
You may.
for cast that Abrupt Decay on Trinisphere. Hit Mab for 6.
It's
So
not.
I'll pass from there.
At your end step, I would like to untap the Monolith.
Big stonks.
Thank
Now
you.
Dan's gonna win.
Skylar seals our
I doubt it. Skylar's got Frit full of counters, and I have a Dark Ritual and a Mox Diamond.
You have a whole top of your library. It's very
Yes.
cool what Citadel can do.
I certainly do have one more card than this. I'm going to roll for this Mana Crypt. Odds is damage. It is a 4. I will draw
Wish I could play
a Force of
Full
Will.
Citadel in this deck.
Let's pay 3 life for a Wheel of Fortune.
Don't
And
like
I will
that.
hold priority to look at the top of my library.
Counterbalance trigger.
It's a land.
It is a land.
In response to the Wheel of Fortune, I like to tap Rograkh for black and cast this Dark Ritual.
Okay, I'll respond to that. And I'm going to cast a Dark Ritual.
I mean, if I wanted to get rid of Wheel, it's the best time to do it because Dan can't free cast them. But no, you just added the mana, so you have force mana up. Yep, Wheel's fine.
Everybody knows what everybody else is dumping, but I'm dumping a Talisman, a Mox Diamond, Aether Flux Reservoir, and a top.
Nice.
I was so excited for it to get to my turn.
5, 6, and
1,
7.
2, 3,
It's like
4,
all
5.
lands.
I have a Ponder, an Ashiok, Phantasmal Image, Windfall, Time Twister, Murkwater Pathway, and Basalt Monolith.
I draw a Imperial Recruiter, a Torch Courier, a Scalding Tarn, a Hyrax Tower Scout, a Bloodstained Mire, an Impulsive Pilfer, and a Badlands.
I've got Ancient Tomb, Soul Ring, Simian Spirit Guide, Brainstorm, Fierce Guardianship, City of Traders, and a Taiga.
Don't worry about what I drew.
Well, that's interesting. I will tap this Mana Crypt for 2. Going to spend 2 life to cast this Transmute Artifact from the top of my library, sacrificing the Mana Crypt, holding priority to take a peek.
Counterbalance trigger.
Yep.
That's a 2.
Good thing I got Counterbalance because of Opposition Agent.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. I will play this land from the top of my library. I spent a mana on this Soul Ring.
Ristic Study Trigger.
I'll pay 1 for the Soul Ring. Let's pay a blue here and cast a Brainstorm. I'll pay for the Ristic Trigger, leave 1 floating. So drawing Dispel, Mnemonic Betrayal, and Sacrifice. This one in my hand and these 2 back on top of my library. 3 life down to 29 for the Mnemonic Betrayal off the top.
Ristic.
I'll use the 1 floating to pay for it.
Top, Aether Flux Reservoir, Mox Diamond, Talisman of Conviction, Hemisphere, Snap, Rule of Law, Savine's Reclamation, Fierce Guardianship.
Okay.
You have a Burn Offering, Dragon Grace Channeler, Lotus Petal, Jester's Will, Abrupt Decay, Colding Ritual, Dark Ritual, Scheming Symmetry, and Bolas Citadel. I think you can decay Opposition Agent, and then you can cast Mab's Aether Flux, and you can use Scheming Symmetry to find your own top and win the game. I mean, you're playing top.
I do not have a top in this deck, but if I had a Scheming Symmetry, I would theoretically be able to win the game, I think.
Right, you also have a
And
Dragon
bottoms
Grace
like that.
Channeler, which you can cycle through your library.
Ooh, that's big stonks. I would really like that. Okay, so
You can also do that with, yeah. I'm just good to call it there.
No, because you should definitely cast Dragon Race Channeler.
oh, because of the portcullis is still on the battlefield.
I mean, like,
You-
just the access to everything I have, Dan has it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Right.
So let's cast the Dark Ritual first.
Also have a Lotus Petal from me.
I'll play that petal,
If
There's
you have a
also a
land in
Lotus
your
Petal
hand,
for me.
and I'll play that petal. I do have a bunch of lands in hand. Sure, I'll play a Mox Diamond. Let's cast the Scheming Symmetry.
Opposition Agent still out.
So we're going to, in response to that,
Oh, Ristic triggers for Petal, before we go forward.
you can draw for them.
Okay, I'm drawing a Thorpole and an Ancient Tomb. Oh, and the Mox.
I'm not paying for it. I'm going to pay 2 in response to
Island.
the Scheming Symmetry. I'm going to Abrupt Decay.
Ristic.
Can
It doesn't
draw.
matter, but okay. That's a walking ballista.
Then Scheming on the stack.
Yeah, Scheming, and I have to target someone for this. Bonnie, you can have it. Okay, I will get this one. I'll
Okay, I
pay
think
3
your
more
game
life
was
down to
tricky.
26. Cast Intuition.
Ristic.
Targeting Mab, I guess. You can draw.
That's a Wishclaw Talisman.
I have a Savine's Reclamation that's exiled under your Mean Betrayal. I'm happy to scoop to that now.
Me too.
Okay. So, just to explain to everyone what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that Savine's Rec to get an Underworld Breach. And do a bunch of Brain Freezing, and then it doesn't matter that Map has that 2-drop because I get all my Storm triggers.
See, I would have picked Underworld Breach to go to your hand, so it could be countered.
Are we good for game 3?
It has to be the snappiest one possible. No stacks.
Alright, cutting stacks out.
Let's do it. Let's take a quick 5 and we'll be right back. All right, everyone. We're taking a quick 5. We're going to be right back for the rowdiest game 3 of all time. Congrats to Mod on chasing a win. While I'd like to say that the way I piloted had anything to do with this win, this entire game hinged on Mab flipping that portcullis on her counterbalance. Bunny was absolutely prepared to go to town and end us all with some sort of kiki line. But having that countered and getting my Wheel of Fortune to resolve gave me just that little piece of gas I needed to attempt to win. It wasn't a place where I felt very comfortable attempting to go for a win, but sometimes you have to recognize when a board state is as good as it's going to get for you as a Storm player. Big thank you to our guests for joining us today. These are some of my favorite people to play games with, and I love them dearly, and I'm so glad that I can bring everyone else the joy that these people bring to me. If you want to find any of these fine folks to chat about Magic, check the video description to find links to all of their socials. Remember, if you like this video, one of the best ways to support us is by leaving a comment and hitting that like and subscribe button. It's incredibly helpful and always appreciated. If you want to support the channel more directly, become a patron to catch episodes early and unlock exclusive bonus content. One final thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. And thank you for watching. Be good to yourself, everyone.
So no one dockside, so Dan doesn't dockside.
Easy.
I'm keeping this hand.
I think I'm keeping
So
mine,
also
too.
I'm keeping mine.
I kind of got the nut, so I'm good to keep. It's
I
probably
apologize to Jim LePage for what happened to his mentions earlier. It wasn't my idea.
Oh no, I didn't see. I did see you guys.
We actually had the spiciest cEDH deck, and then everybody just started talking about this, and my mentions got blown up, which meant his mentions got blown up.
Is everybody ready?
Wait. Oh man,
I am
Jack
ready.
just passed.
Does anyone have a pregame?
I would like to remind you to set your life total to 40.
I shall.
Also like to do this.
Okay, I will do that because you told me to.
Yes, full pod. Let's go.
Excellent. Good luck, have fun, everyone.
You as well.
Draw. I'm going to play a Misty Rainforest. Let's get a Bayou. I'm going to exile a Simian Spirit Guide. Going to cast a Lion's Eye Diamond. Going to cast a Jeweled Lotus. Crack the Lotus for green.
I'll pass priority on Corvold.
ETBs, I'm going to crunch the Bayou.
Yeah.
Counter and draw. And I'll pass the turn.
Draw a card. Rejuvenating Springs. Mystic Remora? That is all.
We'll draw for turn.
Love that
Next on
energy.
this Elder Spirit Guide,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast this Autumn's Veil.
Yes!
I will not be paying for tomorrow.
Draw a card.
No.
Box Diamond, pitching this Bayou, not paying for Remora. Roger. Pulling the weak, my Roger.
Excellent, yes.
Keep drawing cards, Mav. You can't counter my stuff, so I'm not sure how much it matters.
Oh,
Card
what?
ritual to go up to 6 black mana.
Yes.
Draw a card.
Go Lost Citadel.
I've heard of that
Turn
card,
one
actually.
Citadel, let's go.
I have to pay for life and cast this Holy Ritual.
That seems pretty good.
Draw a card.
I guess I won't sacrifice my LED in response.
One from you, one from me, and then one from Mab, so 3. All 3 of it black. Goes to my graveyard. I'd like to cast this Sylvan Library using 2 life. pay 1 life to cast this Vampiric Tutor.
No!
There you go. That's
That's
it.
literally what you don't want to see. Yes.
I'd like to find this Goblin Recruiter and put it on
Yeah.
top of my library. I'd like to pay 2 life and cast this Goblin Recruiter.
Yeah, you got it.
I'd like to Conspicuous Snoop.
Yeah, we're
I
good.
will reveal Skirk Prospector. I will pay 1 life for Skirk Prospector. I will pay 1 life for this Torch Courier. Reveal a Kiki Jiki. I will sacrifice Torch Courier to target Conspicuous Snoop. I'd like to tap Conspicuous Snoop targeting itself using Kiki Jiki's ability.
Yep.
I'd like to make 45 billion Conspicuous Snoops.
Yes.
Plus 5. I'd like to sacrifice 5 of them for red to cast Key from the top of my library using Snoop and not Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to ping you all for 15 billion damage with my Mod Fanatic.
I agree to your conditions. You have won the game. That was excellent. I can't wait to release that
I'd want a fast
unedited.
one.
That I wanted a snappy one, and Bonnie was like, "Oh, okay. I was holding back this whole time."